Have you ever killed anyone?
Nope.
Would you tell me if you had?
Nope. Not at all. I never harmed anyone who didn't deserve it.
What do you think is going to happen here with this case? Do you think he's going to walk?
I think he may be found guilty on some lesser charges. He might get 4 or 5 years, something like that. I don't really see him getting a life sentence. A lot of things were sensationalized in the inception of the trial. You see Busby coming out, what happened to the hotline with 2,000 people?
Yeah.
What happened to all of this? I'm aware of a lot of things taking place in back channels, people receiving a lot of payments. And
Really?
yeah, for sure.
To shut them up?
Yeah, definitely. And the judges berating Combs about intimidating witnesses in the courtroom, just shows a level of arrogance. And
what did you make of Justin Bieber releasing a statement saying he was never abused by Diddy?
Justin Bieber seems to be a guy under a tremendous amount of pressure right now.
He does.
And I remember meeting him working as a bodyguard for a gentleman by the name of David Strauss. And he would take his nieces and nephews to Bieber concerts. I've been backstage several times. I've met him. And then seeing him now, he's like a shell of himself. There is a battle between good and evil taking place. And a lot of these people make agreements. And, when Whitney Houston died, the last person to see her was Ray J. People don't speak about these things. Why does Bieber seem to be so emotionally unhinged right now? Especially when these topics get brought up, it seems you see the shame and the despair in his face. Just like you just asked me to divulge some information about violence in my history. It's gonna be the same thing for Mr. Bieber. If I was to come up here and confess to malice murder, it would be untrue. And when you see these entertainers, they do have a brand they have to protect. And any sign of weakness or partaking in lascivious acts, that could damage their credibility and their fan base. So, I feel like some people's NDAs still haven't expired, I gave certain people video of Combs coming out, collecting everyone's cell phone himself personally. Why do you have to collect everyone's phone if we're gonna have a festive evening? If you're gonna be doing things you're not supposed to do, you're probably gonna take everybody's phone. And when you're promising people a career and their name in lights and all of these things, you're getting sweat equity out of them for just that, instead of compensating them. People are gonna try to pursue litigation. That's all that's taking place.
Big homie, it's another amazing interview.
Thank you, sir.
You speak very eloquently about a world that I've never inhabited, but I've interviewed a lot of people from it. But they're often quite circumspect about what they reveal. You're unusual. You're very open about it. Is this because you've left that world now in your head?
Yeah, I don't want to be that person anymore because when I had to pivot my business, and once I see them, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to do something about it. Every day I get messages from ladies telling me that they feel safer just knowing that I'm alive. And that means a lot to me because, without ladies, there is no life. So I think it should be a learning situation for a lot of people. And I feel like, especially as a Black man, I felt like the level of operations and the thought processes needed to be raised in my community. And I feel like I've been accomplishing that. And I'm happy about it. It's like I got 1,000 more moms and grandmoms. I get people pray for me every day. I'm in the grocery store hugging little ladies. I did what I was supposed to do, and it paid off for me. I'm blessed.
Big homie, great to meet you.
Yes, sir.